Sometimes the loudest damage in our lives doesn't come from the big mistakes. It comes from the small conversations we think don't matter. And if we're being honest, every one of us has either been hurt by gossip or been part of it without even realizing it. So today I want to talk to you like a friend because this one hits all of us at some point. The longer I walk with God, the more I realize that following Christ isn't just about avoiding the obvious sins. It's about watching the quiet ones that slip into our everyday habits. And gossip is one of those things we treat like it's harmless, like it's just conversation. But there's a reason Jesus kept pointing people back to their hearts, not just their actions. Our words show where our heart really is. Today I want to unpack why this matters so much and how choosing a different kind of communication can change everything, not just for others, but for us too. Because here's the real problem. Gossip feels good in the moment. It feels like connection, like clarity, like we're finally getting the inside story. But the truth is, gossip never brings life. It divides, it distorts, it destroys trust. And most of the time, we don't even see the damage until it's already done. Think about how many friendships have fallen apart because something was said that shouldn't have been said. Think about how many people avoid church or community because Christians talked about them instead of talking to them. Gossip is sneaky. It disguises itself as concern or curiosity, but underneath it all, it chips away at the kind of community God actually called us to build. And the crazy part, it doesn't just hurt the person being talked about, it hurts the person talking. And here's where it gets real. When we gossip, what we're actually doing is exposing our own insecurities. We tear someone else down, sometimes gently, sometimes jokingly, because for a moment it makes us feel a little higher. But Jesus never told us to build ourselves up on the weakness of others. In fact, he said the exact opposite. He said to love our neighbors, restore each other gently, and speak words that build people up according to their needs. I had to check myself on this. There were moments where I caught myself wanting to repeat something, not because it was helpful, not because it was loving, but because it made me feel connected to someone or in the loop. That's when it hit me. If the conversation doesn't bring healing, clarity, or encouragement, then it doesn't belong, period. And here's the moment where everything clicks. Choosing not to gossip is more than just holding your tongue. It's choosing Christ-like communication. It's saying, I'd rather protect someone's reputation than protect my own monetary interests. It's deciding that your voice will be a place where people feel safe and not judged. It's realizing that every time you refuse to spread something, you are silently fighting for someone's dignity. And that is powerful. That is Christ-like. When you become the person who shuts down gossip, who gently redirects conversations, who refuses to repeat negativity, you don't just change the room, you change the culture. People start to trust you differently. They open up more. They respect your presence. And little by little, you become the kind of person who words bring life, not wounds. That's what Jesus meant when he said our words have power. So if I could summarize it all, it would be this. Be the person who speaks life even when others choose the easy route. Protect the people who aren't in the room. That's real maturity and that's real love. And if this connected with you in any way, I'd love for you to stick around. Hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing together, keep learning, and keep choosing better conversations every day. Before you go, take a moment to check out the other videos here on my channel and share today's message with someone who might need it. You never know whose heart it might encourage. Thanks for spending this time with me. Here, your growth matters. I'll see you in the next video.